Hey guys, Emmett here with another update on the Danganronpa musical. First off, before we start this video, I'd just like to say there are spoilers for Danganronpa 1 and also Danganronpa V3, so if you haven't played either of those, go play them right now. Turn off the video, do it. What we're talking about today is Junko Enoshima and her role as a villain. So, villains can make or break a story, especially if they're a really good villain or a really bad villain. Now, Junko Enoshima is Danganronpa's twist villain, where she's originally killed off, but then later it's revealed that that was a fake Junko, and the real Junko has been puppeteering this whole killing game sort of thing going on. Now, when I first played Danganronpa, I thought that was a cool twist. It was interesting to see this character who you think has died so early on to suddenly come back and be revealed to be the grand villain. That's a really cool idea for a twist, and I really liked how it was done. But Junko as a character sort of fell flat for me. The main reasons for Junko falling flat would be she has some sort of despair fetishization, which I don't really understand, and she also doesn't really have much of a motive as a villain. Junko's fixation on despair, as it were, isn't really, it's sort of played off as some kind of sadism, but it's not really. It seems more just like a fixation on the word despair. It's like she wants to cause despair, but the game never really clarifies what despair is or what it really entails. Overall, it just felt very cheesy and very unrealistic for a character. I, as a person, cannot relate in any way to wanting to cause despair. And because of this, I set a rule when writing this musical that I wanted to use the word despair as few times as possible. So whenever I was writing Junko, I still made sure to keep her as a sadist because I think that's important to her character, but I made it a little less gimmicky. Her in-game motivation to cause despair is kind of strange and undefined, so it makes her whole plan unclear as a whole. So when I rewrote Junko, I made her motive more for like fame and glory, where instead of wanting to cause despair, she wants to record the entire killing game and then later pitch it as a reality show. Now theoretically, this whole reality show thing could be faked, but due to Junko's sadism and warped worldview, I thought it would be interesting for her character to want to stage the whole thing and make it real, with real deaths and real killing. Now I know what you're probably thinking. If you're a Danganronpa fan at least, you're probably thinking, this makes Junko very, very similar to Tsumugi from Danganronpa V3, where her motive is to film this killing game and then release it as a TV show. That is true, but I think Tsumugi is a very much more well-rounded and well-written villain, so I think stealing a few things from Tsumugi to put into Junko isn't necessarily a bad idea. And because of these rewrites, I think craving fame is a much more relatable sort of topic, something that I can understand and probably most audiences can understand. So I feel like that makes Junko a much more understandable and maybe even a little bit relatable villain. So there you have it. That is my changes I'm making to Junko in the Danganronpa musical. Stay tuned for more Danganronpa musical updates, and I will see you next time. Have a despairingly good day.